Hi, have you heard of 75 Hard Challenge? It's a challenge that is very popular around the world and many people are indulging in it. They're really enjoying it. So, I thought I'm going to design a 75 hard challenge of my own for English learning. Yes, so this video is about that. I've got 6 tasks for you. All of these 6 are designed around you learning to speak in English fluently. They are simple, but when done collectively, it makes them hard. Okay, and that is why 75 hard challenge. Individually, they might not be that difficult, but when you do them collectively, every one of these 6 tasks every day, it's going to cost you some effort. And I'm very excited to see what you do with it. So let's first understand what this 75 hard challenge that's going around the world and people are going all crazy. What is this about? This challenge involves a few tasks that you have to do every day. And this is mostly about, as I told you, health, discipline, and lifestyle. So things like drinking water, these many number of glasses that you have to drink every day, then twice working out every day, then stuff like that. I'm gonna list the stuff here, okay? All of these things that have to be done every day by the people who are doing this challenge, who are taking this challenge up. Now, talking about the things that you have to do in this challenge. Special thing about the 75 hard challenge is that if you miss even a single day of this challenge, you go back to day 1. So you have to do all the things starting from day 1 and that goes on for 75 days. So for the next 75 days, you have to do these 6 tasks without fail. And all of these 6 have to be done to tick mark that day. Unless you do all 6, you cannot say that you've completed your day 1. Okay? And once you complete this 75 hard challenge, it's going to accelerate your growth and you're going to be a much better English speaker, reader, thinker, writer, all of that. We've taken care of all these aspects. And by the way, these tasks are designed with a lot of thought. It's not just my own ideas. It's my entire team's collective effort. We've brainstormed to come up with the most simple things that you can do and yet powerful. So they're simple, they're powerful, they're going to energize you, they're going to excite you over your progress, and you will see progress every few days. Now, I'm not just going to give you the task, I'm also going to help you with the resources and the tips that you need to complete these tasks. There's a whole wealth of resources, very good stuff lying there in the description of this video. Don't forget to check the description box. Okay, it's going to be very helpful, very fruitful for you. All right, so let's start with task number 1 for you, which is about the most important activity for any English learner, speaking. You have to converse for 5 minutes with somebody every single day for 75 days. It could be online, it could be offline. By online, I mean you could do it on a video call, you could do it on a phone call. All right, but it has to be speaking and it has to be speaking with a person. You can't do it with AI only for one reason, that you will not be feeling any hesitation if you do it with AI. And the motive behind keeping this task in the challenge is to make you face that fear, make you face your fear of speaking in English, make you feel that hesitation so that gradually you can come out of it. Okay, so you have to do it. You have to talk with a person. Don't talk with AI. Don't talk with yourself in a mirror. That's also not allowed. Okay, talk with a person. It's going to be really fun. See, nowadays I feel that many people are, withdrawing from their friends, withdrawing from their relatives. They are more into their phones. This habit of human interaction is going away. And if you are falling prey to it, please be mindful, get back to this activity of talking with human beings, because it really calms your mind down. It makes you a better person when you interact with other human beings. And just in case you feel that you do not have speaking partners, you don't have enough individuals around you whom you can interact with, maybe you're in a forest, who knows, then you could refer to my English course. My English course provides you with 1 speaking partner every day. So there's no limit on the number of people you can find there, but it will be one individual every day, one speaking partner. Okay, but it can go on for eternity. You can keep finding yourself new partners every day. All right, so that is one thing. Another thing is that other resources are mentioned below in the description box. Go take help of those resources. It's free. Use it. Okay. Moving on to point number 2, task number 2 for you. Read at least 2 pages of any book every day. Just 2 pages. I don't think you can see, but I'm right here sitting in my library right now, and I've got hundreds of books. Books can be your best friend. Whenever you read somebody's book, some author, you get to understand what's going on in the mind of that person. How he sees world, how she sees world, how she sees her experiences, what all is happening, how he or she thinks, and so many new, you can start thinking on so many new tangents in your life if you're reading enough. Believe me, this actually happens. I've experienced it firsthand. When you read, you get to understand how other human beings think, how other human beings feel. Very important and very powerful activity. So just in case you're still wondering how to start with a book or which book to start with, don't worry, I've got you covered. The resources, several book recommendations, especially for beginner level, are down there in the description of the video. Go refer to those books, pick up any that you want. All of those books are highly rated, highly recommended. I'm never going to suggest you anything that I do not believe in myself, and you are aware of that. You know it. You can trust me. Okay, moving on to activity 3, your task number 3 for the challenge. Think. Now, this is one domain that is very interesting and has a unique activity for you. This is one challenge that many individuals around the globe feel they face every day when they have to speak in English. The problem of how to translate their thought into English. The thing is that when you're thinking in your mother tongue and you're trying to communicate the idea in English, what happens is that there is a slight gap. You're thinking, you're translating, you're speaking, right? And this gap is what you call lack of fluency. You feel, oh my God, I am so bad at speaking in English. How can I even try to make an impression on anyone? But that's not true, really. You can train your mind. And how do you train? You train with little steps. So just the way a child learns to walk, exactly the way you train your brain into thinking in English. Now, when I say this, see, if I'm speaking to you right now, you can very well see that I am not thinking in some other language and communicating in English because I'm talking fluently. And if I were doing that, I would not have been able to speak at this speed, at this pace. Now, don't get confused. Pauses are natural. If I take a pause while I'm talking with you, it's my style of speech. And it's very attractive. And I'm not saying that my style of speaking is very attractive. I'm not boasting. All I'm saying is that when you pause a little here and there, it adds mystery to what you're talking. It adds weight to your talk. It adds, it just makes it more classy. Just understand it this way. Okay? It just shows that you're very confident. Because pauses can only be taken by people who are confident. Otherwise, people would just shake if they take a pause and it will come out as way from your mouth. Anyway, what do we do if we have to think in English? It's very simple. The exercise is very simple. You have to do it just for 5 minutes every day. What you have to do is imagine, just close your eyes. Imagine for 5 minutes any picture in your head, okay? Like if I had to imagine something right now, I would imagine myself sitting in a 5-star hotel room all by myself with a mango juice in my hand, and I would just start, when the picture is ready, I start talking about it. I tell myself whatever is happening in that picture, okay? Now this, I don't know if you're aware of this concept by the name sub-vocalization. Sub-vocalization. What is sub-vocalization? It's something that happens to you. It's just that you're not aware of the term. You're doing it all the time. It's everywhere. Okay, so what is sub-vocalization? Sub-vocalization is, imagine, like I have this diary here and I'm reading something from my diary. Okay, I'm reading something from my diary. Now, I'm not saying the words out loud. I'm quietly reading. But I can still hear the words in my head. I can hear what I am speaking to myself. That is sub-vocalization. It's a technique that you use in reading. Okay? When you read, when you practice to read, this is a technique, sub-vocalization, reading in your head. You sub-vocalize the words. And it's powerful. So when you imagine the picture, all you have to do is think about something that you have to say about the picture. And you do it for 5 minutes. Just shut your eyes, close your eyes, sit in isolation. Don't sit with anybody because then people will keep disturbing you. Possibly sit alone and do this exercise. I never said it's going to be easy. 75 hard challenge has to be hard. It can't be easy, no? Okay, moving on to task number 4. Listening. How can we leave out this very important activity if we are trying to perfect our English? Listening for 5 minutes to any piece in English, any English content piece for just 5 minutes. Okay? It could be a podcast, it could be a YouTube video, it could be any of my videos, any of my long videos. Most of these are above 5 minutes. Okay? Then it could be a Netflix show. Anything, but it has to be in English. It cannot be a mix of English and Hindi. Has to be pure English. Possibly a podcast, because podcasts are really popular these days, and I'm sure you have 4 or 5 on your list that you want to see. Just open one of those podcasts. But remember, it's just better to keep your eyes shut and listen. Because when you keep your eyes shut, what happens is that you're more drawn to the intonation, you're more drawn to the words, you're absorbing more. You're capturing the grammar, the essence of what is being spoken. And your attention is not drifting to the unimportant things. So it's just better to listen. I'm not asking you to watch. I'm only asking you to listen to any English content piece. Okay? Do it for 5 minutes every day of the 75 hard challenge. Next is learn 3 vocab words every day of 75 hard challenge. See, if you're learning 3 words every day and you're doing it for 75 days, it's what? 225 words. If you learn so many words, only a few are gonna be retained in your memory, and that is enough. Your task is done. When I was little, somebody told me, my teachers, my parents, they've repeatedly told me this one thing, and it has become a part of my individuality. That's a part of my personality now, that no effort ever gets wasted. And I actually believe that. It's something that I cannot stop believing in. If you're putting in effort in anything, and you're not seeing results, probably you're going to see results from something else where you put very little effort. And it's going to reward you. So you are going to get rewarded. For sure, you will receive your rewards. Probably not from the thing that you were applying your brain into or applying your effort into, from something else, from somewhere else. And that one thing, you may feel, oh, I did not do anything. Why did I get this? You might think that to yourself. It's because you worked so much for something else, and God is just rewarding you. And it happens so. I don't know how. It has happened a lot with me, and I totally believe in it. And even if you don't believe in it, what I have to say to you is that believing that this happens has more to offer than not believing in it. Because this way you get to put in more effort, and you're positive that you're going to receive reward. So just believing in something is going to be more rewarding than not believing in it. Obviously, there are no proofs. There's no proof for anything that I'm saying to you. But it has helped me, and that is why I'm teaching this to you. And I'm sure your parents might have already taught you this. I'm just resurfacing the idea. Okay, moving on to task number 6, which is the last one on the list, and last one, but slightly challenging. Let's take it up. Last one is really fun, but it cannot really be done unless you do the rest. Because last one involves you writing about the things that you did that day. So whatever you did in the first 5 tasks, you have to write about those things in a journal. Just pick up any diary. I will suggest pick a new diary so that you feel nice about it and you feel energized and, activated that, I'm onto something right now. Okay. Pick up a new diary. Just purchase a new diary. Order it from Amazon, anywhere, or take it from a bookstore. Okay. Take a new diary, take a new copy and start writing about your day 1. What you spoke about with that person that you spoke with. Then what you listened to, a little summary of that. Then what you sub-vocalized, okay, what you thought in your mind, write about that. So everything, the 3 words that you learned, write about that, okay. Everything that you did that day for 75 Hard Challenge, you have to do that in the diary by writing it, okay. So that is all for your writing activity, the task number 6. And once you've written it, if you're not doing it in a diary, there's another way to do it. Write it somewhere in a Google Doc, any new file that you can create for yourself, because these days most people, I am more of a diary person, but most people are more of a computer person. So whatever you've written on your computer, copy it and paste it to my free grammar tool, which is by the name alinarice.com/grammar. Paste your article there and it will tell you every mistake that you have made in writing. Okay. So try and write it with proper punctuation, proper grammar, as much as you know, and the rest is going to be taken care of by the tool. Okay, it's a free tool, use it. The link is in description of this video. And one last 7th task of it is watching 3 of my Instagram reels, which are highly educational, by the way, and a lot of fun content every day. You have to do that for 75 days. No, I'm kidding. I don't mean it at all. Only the first 6 tasks that I told you, which finishes on writing, that is about for 75 Hard Challenge. But yeah, of course, if you want to learn short bits and pieces of good English, healthy content, then of course my reels are there. But this is not an invitation. It's just a mention, okay? Just in case you are interested in it. So what do you say? Is it hard? Is it easy? What is your thought on this challenge? Let me know in the comments below, because it just makes my day hearing from you. I read comments, believe me, I read a lot of comments, I reply to a lot of comments, especially the new comments, I do it. Please write something to me down below in the comments if you like the challenge. And you have to come back to the video and tell me every day when you do this challenge. Just come back to the video and tell me, ma'am, I did day 2, I did 3, my day 4 is over, my day 24 is done. Oh ma'am, I completed my day 30. Let me know in the comments. It just makes my day, I feel very, very good about it. I cannot tell you how much. Okay, so let me know your thoughts on this challenge and share this challenge with your friends. It's just so much better when you do it with friends. So send this video to your friends and take this challenge up with a group of people, with a group of your friends. It's just gonna be so much more fun. Another very important thing that you can do in case you feel that you're going to forget about it is setting an alarm. Just put a reminder of this challenge that can remind you in the morning every day, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whenever you get up. Just set a reminder for that time and it will inform you that, hey, it's time for 75 Hard Challenge. Let's get started, okay? You just have to do it for 75 days, yeah? Not a big deal. You can easily, I'm sure. One more idea is that whatever you've written for the writing task, you could just simply paste that in the comments of this video. It's going to be so much fun. All of us are going to be reading it. I am personally going to read all these things, and I'm sure you would also be interested in reading what others are doing. So come back to the video every day when you write your task. Check it in the grammar tool and paste it in the comments. Lovely. All right, I'll see you in the next video. I wish you all the luck. I really hope you're far, far, far ahead of where you are right now in your English learning journey. Very excited. Believe me when I say this, my English has improved so much making these 600 videos on my channel. I was probably not this fluent earlier when I started off, but now I feel much more confident since I've spoken so much on the camera. Just facing your fear, just facing how you feel about simple things in life can boost your confidence so much. Anyway, I'll see you again. Take care of yourself. It's very, 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 very hot in Delhi. Very hot. Oh. Bye bye.